Okay, this episode of Legend of Korra, right off the bat, I want to say it's great. I love the episode, especially that one scene where I had to pause the video and just constantly watch it over and over again. It was beautiful. But either way, minor storylines out of the way. Mako and Bolin's, which is sad because I still need to see more of a Bolin and Mako being awesome, you know? But Bolin had that one moment where he stopped the combustion bender with the little pebble, but that was only really one moment that I just felt like, yes, go Bolin! But either way, they're being taken to the Earth Queen by the Red Lotus, and I like this little moment where we find out what the prisoners were doing when they were in jail, you know, looking at the constellations, making up stories about guards, and it leads to a very funny joke that actually looks into more of the relationship between these four people. And it's just not they have a common goal, it's more like they do have a bond, like they're friends, and you know, they really do like each other to a certain extent, and I like to see that. And then, you know, they're thrown into the dungeon by the Earth Queen. I like the little trap doors, like, to the dungeon with you, ah, it's hilarious. But then when they're in the jail, and they're, you know, Mako's trying to convince Bolin to metal bender his way out. It's like, okay, you know, maybe this is his time to shine, but this played off as a joke, and it's like, oh. Even the second time, when we actually see Mako, you know, burning through the metal bars, it's like, Mako, why didn't you do that from the very beginning? And okay, maybe it's to let Bolin have his moment again. Like, okay, way to go, Bolin, let's do this. Second time, nope, still played off as a kind of a joke at the same time. It's like, And while this is happening, Asami and Korra, also being prisoners, actually have a pretty good escape plan and actually a pretty exciting prison break, so to speak. And I'm like, why do they get one, but Mako and Bolin don't? Why don't they get a cool prison break? I mean, why? It's like, I don't know. This season has been, I've been feeling like the guys of the Team Avatar have been kind of getting the short end of the stick here. It's like, that's not exactly fair. But either way, Asami and Korra, you know, escape their, you know, their chains, you know, break the controls, the blimp goes down, and they're stuck in the desert by being circled by a sand shark, I believe. It looks like a sand shark. And it's like, okay, let's fix this airship, you know, and take it over to Ba Sing Se. You know, and I like the sand shark. It has great comedic timing, but because it waits. It just waits. It's circling around them for them to finish fixing the airship, and then he comes attacks it. And then when they finish making the sand rider, that's when he comes attacks it too. It's like, he doesn't attack them while they're building it. No, he just waits and waits until they're done. It's like, kind of being a dick. But it's hilarious. But either way, you know, they finally get to this small little town where they meet up with Lin Beifong, Tarlok. I think it's Tarlok. Is it Tarlok? Yeah, I believe, you know, Korra's father, and Lord Zuko. They're waiting at a bar, and then it's like, oh, look, you know, we found you, but guess what's happening, you know, with Zahir and his group and Ba Sing Se. And now this is the part where I fell in love with this episode. You know, Zahir brings Mako and Bolin. You know, he tells them, I got a deal I can make with you, Earth Queen. You give me the Avatar, I tell you where your airbenders are. You know, perfect deals. Like, Earth Queen's okay. But then, you know, when Korra escapes, it's like, okay, you know, we're done with chasing her. We're gonna have her come to us. They bust in, take down all the Dai Li agents, and then this is the moment where I just couldn't stop watching this scene over and over. Zahir kills the Earth Queen by sucking out all the oxygen in her body and just suffocating her. And you actually see the bloodshot eyes, her face getting pale, and it's just like, it's horrifying seeing her like just boom, dead. They don't actually show her body just, you know, fall to the ground like that. No, we gotta assume she's dead. And then, you know, they break down the walls of Ba Sing Se, and everyone is now, you know, going out to the streets, you know, cheering, stuff like that. And it was this, you know, the villain storyline that actually made this episode wonderful for me, and I loved it. But then I noticed what really brought it down for me was again Korra and Asami, because here's the thing. The entire time they're screaming, you know, you gotta take me to the Earth Queen. There's terrorists. They're gonna kill her. And I gotta protect her. They are taking you to Ba Sing Se. They are taking you to the Earth Queen, technically. Why are you trying to break out when they're taking you to the Earth Queen? You're gonna be like, oh, wait, Asami, you can break out? Okay, wait a minute. Let's wait until we land, and then as soon as we do, we break out, get out, bust into the palace, take down Zahir, and protect the Earth Queen. Boom, done. Now you're saying like, okay, but then the story would be done. Not necessarily, because, you know, Zahir being, you know, powerful benders versus the Avatar. They could have eventually overpowered her, especially when Asami is there. She probably would need to protect her at the same time. Knowing Asami, she would probably try to help, but only get in the way. Korra has to protect her, you know, so the Red Lotus takes advantage of that, and they knock her out, or just, you know, hit her so hard that she can't get up anymore. And then right in front of Korra's eyes, they kill the Earth Queen, showing how powerless she is compared to Zahir's determination in his own beliefs. And, you know, Mako and Bolin, you know, not played for a joke. They actually escaped, you know, eventually come in trying to save them, but they can't because they also get overpowered. But then that's when Lord Zuko, Lin Beifong, and Tarlok come in, you know, with a dragon, just start fire everywhere, boom, 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 and escape with Korra, you know, with Team Avatar. And then as soon as they're leaving, all they see is all these people now free from the tyranny of the Earth Queen. You know, they're all celebrating and happy. And it would be a haunting image that they're trying to uphold justice. They're trying to do the right thing. But the people don't care. The people love the fact that they have their freedom. And it would have been just fantastic if that's where it ended. Because then it just would have shown, you know, who exactly is right and wrong. Zahir is bringing all this joy and happiness. Maybe it's temporary, but still, these people are happy. They're celebrating in the streets that this Earth Queen is dead. This person is dead. And so I can't really fall behind Team Avatar with their horrified reaction to the fact the Earth Queen is dead. Because the Earth King was a horrible person. Maybe if she was actually, you know, kind of selfish, but at the same time still cared about her people, I'd be like, yeah, this was a bad thing for Zahir to do. You know, we gotta take him down. No, the Earth Queen really almost felt like she was a big bad, like a very powerful villain that needed to be taken down, kind of like the Fire Lord. And Zahir is, in his group, the Red Lotus are the new Team Avatar trying to take her down from trying to take over, you know, world domination with her new airbending army or something like that. It'd be like, yeah, that's what it looks like. So really, this made me just more side with the villains most of the time, and it would have been it'll be great, like, but it didn't happen that way. You know, and I understand. You know, I can't really hate an episode. Well, I didn't really hate the episode, but I can't really dislike certain parts of an episode just because it didn't live up to what I thought would have been great. As it is, it's a good episode, and I liked it, especially, you know, Zahir still killing the Earth Queen. That was great, and that was needed. That was to show, you know, how far Zahir's willing to go. He's really determined in his goals of spreading chaos. And what I'm imagining for the next couple episodes, I believe 3 more before the end of the season. Either Zahir will go on to Republic City, and that's where the final fight will be. Which I hope not, because that's kind of where the final fight of all past 2 seasons have been. You know, we need a change of pace here, not just, you know, traveling more, but even the ending has to be different. Or Team Avatar, along with Lord Zuko, Lin Beifong, and Tarlok, come into Ba Sing Se to take down Zahir. As Zahir said, we're done chasing her. She has to come to us. And now, you know, all this chaos here, they have to come here to create order again. And when Team Avatar gets there to take them to here, all the citizens are right behind him saying, no, screw you, Avatar. We like this guy. He set us free. And so now it's Team Avatar versus the population of Ba Sing Se. And it will just really hit her hard. It's like, I'm supposed to be the one who protects people, who brings them this happiness. Instead, this terrorist, this villain, is the one who's doing it. And it's a humbling lesson for Korra that sometimes being the hero does not mean getting all this praise, and that sometimes you have to actually make people hate you to make sure you do the right thing for them. So really, this is going to be very powerful for her if it goes this way. I really hope it does, because I really don't want everything to work out for her and in her favor. You know, everyone realizes, oh, we were wrong. Korra, you were always the one who was right. But, you know, we'll see in, you know, next 3 episodes. But yeah, when you really think about it, you know, Korra being as hot-headed as she is the one who kind of screwed up here. You know, she just couldn't wait to get to Ba Sing Se, so she had to bust out of the prison that was taking her to Ba Sing Se, break the controls, get her stranded in the desert, and completely miss out on at least the chance to protect the Earth Queen from Zahir. So, but either way, you know, the way the episode went, I loved it. Great episode, great scene. You know, it really, you know, a horrifying image. All in all, we can't wait for the next 3 episodes. And until then, I'm Tony Dragon. Bye bye.